Hi everyone, this is Toltecs and enjoy it.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the period. First of all, we have the origin that goes from the 856 to the 947 after Christ. This people was formed with the fusion of the descendants of Teotihuacan with a group of Toltecas Chichimecas, according to the legend ruled by Acatl Topitzin Quetzalcoatl, who founded the mythical city of Tula. This event was in the 947 after Christ. Now we're moving on to the splendor phase that goes from the 947 to the 930 after Christ. This has the particularity that coincided with the government of Quetzalcoatl, who introduced the Teotihuacan cultural elements and extended the Toltec influence to other towns. Okay, so finally we have the decadence phase that goes to the 980 to the 1200 after Christ. This had so many factors like the expulsion of the followers of Quetzalcoatl due to division and cultural, ethnic, and religious dualism. Also, it had to be with the drought of 1149 after Christ, and new invasions and internal divisions. And finally, the fall of the last ruler of Tula, Huemaxen, in the 1156 after Christ.
The ingredients of the typical meals came from the cultivation of species like corn, beans, tomatoes, cacao, and many others. The base was corn, and some of the dishes that they consumed were tamales, michotes, and soups. And the most important drinks that they consumed were balché, pulque, zacap, and chocolate or chocolatl.
Toltec traditions, religious ceremonies of rituals in honor of their gods, mainly Quetzalcoatl, god of wisdom and life, and Tezcatlipoca, god of darkness and power. Offering of food, flowers, jade, obsidian, and sometimes blood, with self-sacrifice, and the human sacrifice, occasionally performed on human sacrifice, essentially to warrior gods or to ask for the good harvest. The sacrifice were seen and honored because they believed they were feeding the god. Celebrations and dances. Religious festival included music with flutes, drum, and shamsmels. Dances were spiritual connection with their gods. Agricultural rituals. Ceremonies to ask for a rain, good harvest, and fertile of the land. They offered corn, cacao, and animals to the gods. The warriors' worship. Warriors were highly respected. There were initiations, rituals, and preparations to become Toltec warriors. War was also seen as sacred. The funeral ceremonies buried their dead with personal objects, food, and offering. They believed in the life after death. Traditional Toltec clothing, men's clothing. The warriors, they were feather hat dressed with animal-shaped helmets like the jaguar or eagles, jade or shells chest plates, coron of the layers loincloths, and sandals. The common people, they used the simpler loincloths, coron clothes, and sandals. The women's clothing used looking skirts and made coron of natural fibers. Simple or embroidered blouses, shawls over the shoulders, and usually barefoot or with sandals.
Let's talk about the religion of Toltecs. The Toltec religion was polytheistic. They believed the gods control nature, time, and destiny. So the main gods are Quetzalcoatl and Tezcatlipoca. Quetzalcoatl, god of the sun, he symbolizes peace and creation. And Tezcatlipoca, god of the night and the moon and the war, he was often in conflict with Quetzalcoatl. Okay, temples and sacred places. The Toltecs or the Toltecas built large temples to honor their gods, and we have a pyramid of Tlahuizcalpan de Cucli, and it was dedicated to Quetzalcoatl. And the ball game, sometimes these games end with human sacrifice as offerings to the gods. The last one, ideology, we have duality. They believe everything in life has two sides, light and dark, creation and destruction, peace and war, and both were necessary for something balanced. And the cosmic order. The Toltecs thought the universe had a structure. If they didn't follow the rituals, nature would fall into chaos.
Location of the Toltecs 900 1200. The Toltecs were many located in the central of Mexico between 900 and 1200. Their most important city was Tula or Tolan, located in what is now the state of Hidalgo. From Tula, the Toltecs expanded their influences over several regions of the central Planteo, reaching places that today belong to the states of Hidalgo, the states of Mexico, Puebla, Tlaxcala, and north of Veracruz. Their cultures also influenced other Mesoamerican civilizations, such as the Mayans of Chichen Itza in the Yucatan Peninsula.
The Toltec culture had many contributions, like commercial networks, because they formed roads and routes where it was easier for them to trade. Then they made human sacrifices more common, and they also represented important people and gods in their sculpture. And finally, in agriculture, they evolved tools for the use of the field, and they created terrace cultivations.